movement, cuz. Right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Now a stoppage as Samaje Perine appears to have been shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
Yeah. Button out, I'm getting stuck, nigger. Yeah.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
I can tell I don't want to nail it. Dig into a couple now, yeah, I had a tell it. I can do better.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 16. Winston got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Who said that? How did you at James? Nigga, what? Oh. I was about to say, what, nigga?
Reese said that about me? Oh, okay.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Donovan Wilson's going to be a dog, but he's going to be shooting consistently.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Y'all worry about contracts. You got to worry about an 8. If he's 25, then a 3-year contract makes sense.
Black 22.
I'm just saying, though, boy. Y'all just saying contracts.
Off the play fake. Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sua Cravens with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And that's the obvious risky run with the long field goal trajectory. Greater chance of having it blocked like it was.
A lot more pressure on your protection team because, as you noted, longer field goal is going to come out a little bit lower. So that means you got to get those hands down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sam Darnold doing it himself from 9 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw.
Why you running down? Why you running down?
Because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
I would do that, but I gotta have a lot of shooters for that, bro.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well,
he got 30?
Didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
30 for what, though?
What do you do? And he hits Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive. Now Drake loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The quick slant caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Samaje P-Rod, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Inability to put any points up. This one might be into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I'm not at 22. This is more than 22. Didn't I played another game earlier, didn't I?
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Drake. And quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sua Cravens able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah. Hey, but these ain't no original biscuits, huh?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
They switched it up, bro.
By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. An overall second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Peterson with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Is anybody playing that Kings, nigga?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here?
Why the fuck do they just be ducking this shit? I'm trying to get some games in.
It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Don't give a fuck, boy. Get the fuck out of here, that loud ass music.
They go play action. Winston.
Hey, that team!
Intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On play action, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. This is Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Let me get Steven Adams.
And you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, what team you got? What's up?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover.
You playing the
Maybe a
Sacramento
chance
Kings,
for
nigga?
points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, a battle for it.
And then you traded away everybody that you had.
16 yards to first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
James is conniving, bro. You need to know, bro.
And that's going to be intercepted.
Ooh.
Pro corner Patrick Peterson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I didn't know he could
The
switch.
interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And look at him now, Keith. He ain't got nothing over your ass, bro. You shit out of luck because of him, and now he ain't got nothing over you.
Regardless, he's going to be out of
It could
luck
be
if he
so
had
many
to
different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly
You
turning
could have
into
picked
quite a
another team,
round.
bro. You could have just left his team completely alone.
For Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
Taken to
Keith.
the back of the end zone.
Once again, it's not my fault.
To bring it out is going to cost him
Bro,
about 7 yards.
I am talking to Keith. I am talking to Keith.
Hold on, time out. It's not even nobody's fault, nigga. We told the nigga who was on the Sonics and who was on the Wizards, so it's his fault.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings this one back.
They gonna notice. They gonna notice on a different team.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Winston. They're able to locate Wilson. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And Winston goes down. Henry Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game,
he ain't gonna give up on that.
You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001.
I'm already his boat, bro. That's what we was trying to use when I played him.
2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing here on third down, Darnold, and that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Grant. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Winston, and a completion to Wilson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this nigga trying to save their record or something?
3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard.
I just hope them niggas don't see that. Yeah, I mean, regardless, they're going to see anyway, because when you join back, it's going to say Wizards. But,
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, Scott Jackson look good as shit. Nah, I see a different type. You got press. Oh, no, no.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad on dressing all black. Every single last one got my back. Hey, 20 others.
What's his chain's name? The Keys. Damn, this is a hot ass process right here, my boy. You about to get caught up in the jam.
Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all up in those beds. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we gon' hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my
Hey, Slow. She really just stole this nigga.
What the fuck?
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asked you my name, huh? Ready? STR.
Oh, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like a maid with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take no shots. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know.
You late.
Try, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Case on the news. What I do?
Did you just say Rob's TV?
No, I could be number 2.
Oh my God,
Oh, he is online. What you mean?